What's up, guys? I'm back finally. It's been a while, I know. I'm sorry. I had to take a break. Had to handle some stuff. So anyway, I want to kick this back off and hopefully get started again with some of these interviews because I still have quite a few lined up. Today, I've got LimeyPlay. We've been trying to go back and forth here, trying to set up a time and get everything all sorted, but I think we're good to go this time. So let's give this one a shot. How you doing today, Limey?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Well, yeah. Thank goodness for time zones, eh?
All right.
But no, it's awesome. Finally got to do this, eh? So thank you very much for having me.
Oh, no problem, man. So I've got some questions. I'm sure you probably have seen some of our other interviews, but
Yeah, definitely.
nothing really crazy. It's just gonna be some basic information about you, and then we'll talk about your channel and content type of stuff. So hopefully people can get to know you a little bit better. So
Sounds good.
let's begin. So Limey Play, what is the reason that you chose that for your YouTube name?
Um, so yeah, originally I was just gonna do gaming stuff, which up until I don't know, like a week or two ago, I didn't end up having a strong enough system to do. But I finally got like a decent enough laptop, so I think I've churned out one Let's Play. I've got another one waiting to be finalized on there, and I've got 3 more waiting to upload. But yeah, so that was the sort of thing behind it. And my way back in like when I first set up an Xbox 360 account, I went with Limey Adam because I was in the States at the time, and you know a lot of Americans call us English Limeys, and yeah, so that was the gaming thing. And then I always liked the sound of it, but obviously I didn't want to put my first name directly on the channel. So yeah, that was sort of the reasoning behind it, I guess.
Awesome. That's very cool. And so where are you originally from?
Originally from England. I was born over here, and then in southeast England in Kent, and then from like 6 months old to 3 years old, I was in sort of between Michigan and Florida. My dad always worked everywhere, so and then came back to England, spent some time in Sweden and Germany, growing up, living there, and then I was back here like through all the sort of secondary school and everything until I moved out to Michigan in it was like April 26th of 2000, and I was out there for 14 and a half years, and then came back home.
All right, cool. Very cool.
Yeah, been here ever since.
Did you were moving with your family? I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, I was moving with my family like when I was younger, and then I was a bit of a troublemaker here after my parents got divorced, and I think my mum had kind of had enough of me by the time I left school, and so my dad asked if I wanted to go out there and try out college and that, and so I moved there. I never did finish my degree, but no, yeah, I had a lot of fun there. I spent the majority of my time over there. I was working for Comcast Cable.
Hmm.
I was working for them when they bought Universal Studios, which was really cool. Um, met my wife over there, and that got married, and I've still got friends and family there. My brother's still there, 2 half sisters, my dad, and everyone from sort of my stepmother's side of the family.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Let's see. So let's see. You said you met your wife here in the states,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah. She's American. Met her. She worked for Comcast as well,
nice.
and she transferred to my office, and yeah, I mean, we started chatting. I think we went on our first date about 2 months after she transferred there, and then yeah, and then we got married a year later, on our like first anniversary, date,
Wow.
and yeah, it was really good. She ended up passing away in
Oh.
2012 from a blood clot hit her lung while she was asleep.
Oh,
And
jeez. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
yeah, it was a bit. Oh, thank you. It was a bit shit. Obviously, I spent about 2 years just going off the rails. I went really, really bad into sort of drink and drugs and stuff, and then I finally sort of had enough and thought, you know what, I want to go home. I think I think every boy is a mama's boy, and my mum was all the way back here in England, and I think I just needed to be home for a while. Although to be fair, I miss the States every day as well. The problem with like living between two countries is you're never going to be fully happy in one of them. Like
Yeah,
you're
I can
always going to
assume that.
miss the
All
other
right.
one.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
feel the same way.
Hmm.
All right, so let's see. You're back in England now. Are you living in the same area as your parent or your mom?
I'm actually living in my mum's holiday home. I injured my back in 2015, and like because of the meds that they've got me on, like for that and like my depression, and then also because my right leg loses feeling quite a bit at the moment because I've got nerves being crushed
Hmm.
at the base of my back. So I'm not allowed to drive or anything, and so my mum's, bless her. I mean, she's 61 now. She's basically my carer again. And I mean, at the moment, obviously with the pandemic, I was supposed to have my first lot of surgery beginning of last year, and that got cancelled because of the pandemic.
Hmm.
Apparently now it's going to be early to mid 2022. So yeah, got a while to wait. Which is kind of what led me to starting the YouTube channel. Really, was just because it felt like the back was going nowhere.
Hmm.
Waiting all these years, getting passed around from different specialists and all that, and so yeah, that's what led to. I think it's like a certain amount of boredom starts to set in, doesn't it? You can only play so many games, watch so many films, and eventually you just start going nuts.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd share that madness with the world.
Excellent. So, hey, it's better than like I tell people when I play, like a first-person shooter. It's like I'd rather shoot the people on the game than shoot people here. You know what I mean?
Yep,
So,
exactly. It's therapeutic.
that's right. That's awesome. Okay, so that answered actually a couple of my questions. I was going to ask if you drive, and currently you're not. So what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh God. I mean, it's all over the place. Don't know if I want to share this with the world, but my favorite music now, after like meeting my wife, is country.
Oh,
She got me into country music, and like I love it because we used to do a lot of road trips. We used to go up to the UP, the Upper Peninsula, for camping every year, and that. And there's no better music for a long drive, than country music. So she got me into like a lot of the classics, but I really do like a lot of I like Zach Brown, Florida Georgia Line, um, Jason Aldean, and I love the Dixie Chicks. I'm a bit worried about admitting that, but no, they're fantastic. Dolly Parton, yeah, there's like country's just got some amazing, stars. I mean,
fair.
I prefer a bit of the newer stuff, but I still like Johnny Cash and all that stuff are still obviously fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then aside from that, I love like stuff like Slipknot, Metallica, My Chemical Romance, and like all of my different technos. I'm a bit all over the board. Rap music, yeah. There's not much I don't like really. I guess. I think it depends which personality's in charge at any given moment. You know?
What about that flat earther that makes music? Do you like his stuff? No, I'm just kidding. No. All right. Let's see here. Did you ever play any instruments or anything like that growing up?
Not very well. No, I played keyboard a little bit, which I don't really remember much. I just started. I need to get a new one actually because I've got one as a present, but it was in the wrong key. Um, well, my granddad passed away last year, and he was phenomenal on the harmonica.
Hmm.
And he, all self-taught, and but like truly amazing. And so I kind of wanted to carry on that tradition, so I picked one up. Um, Actually, no, I think he passed away late the year before. All of my months have blurred together with this pandemic. You know,
Mm.
like I honestly don't know. Yeah, no, I think he. God, you know, yeah, he passed away either last year or the year before, to be honest. But anyway, so I picked up a harmonica, and I learned that Hallelujah because I wanted to play it at the wake. You know, so
Hmm.
I still had to hold like my phone up, you know, with the notes on it to actually remember, because I couldn't remember exactly where, you know, where I had to be on what part of the harmonica. But I know that went down all right, and like made one of my aunts tear up a little, and you know, she said it'd be lovely if I kept it up, and I think it'd be nice too, you know. So that's my goal.
That's actually quite
Aside from
awesome.
that, I'd love to be able to play a guitar. You know, like I think there's some amazing, you know, guitar riffs out there, but I don't know. I think I've left it a bit late to try and get into. So yeah, I think I'll stick with the harmonica. It's a bit easier hand wise.
That'd be cool. You should put a video out sometime.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I get a little bit better.
That's excellent. Do you have any pets?
No, not anymore. No, no, it's been a while since I've had pets.
All right.
But I mean, I've had, yeah, I love animals. You know, I've had like cats, dogs, rabbits, all growing up, and yeah, I think you know the animals are fantastic. If I was more mobile and could, you know, could walk a bit further and that sort of thing, I definitely I miss having a dog. You know.
No. Let's see. What was your first job growing up?
Oh, my first job was at Burger King, and yeah, I was in the back making the food,
Was
and
that
I
here in the
loved it.
States?
No, that was in America. That was
Those,
right out of
yeah.
school at 16. So I was there for a little while before I moved to the States. Yeah, I didn't move to the States until like just before my 20th birthday.
Okay.
It was sort of there was a few years between school and me just raising hell, I guess. But yeah, no, it was a great job. You know, I mean, there was a pub right nearby, and you know, yeah, it was pretty easy to drink underage back then. You know, you only got to be 18 anyway, so like most of us were 16, 17. But so yeah, it was nice. Used to go on the piss all the time. Got free food every day. It was it weren't too bad, to be fair.
All right. Fair enough. Let's see, man. So, aside from your YouTubing and stuff like that, do you have any other hobbies right now, or is it kind of a little slower because of the back issues?
Yeah, it's a little slower. I mean, I used to love doing martial arts. I taught that for a while in Michigan. Worked for a dojo and that, and but obviously I can't do that now. I'm trying to get back into Tai Chi. You know, like to try and keep my back moving. I'm doing yoga and that for the back as well. But aside from that, it's movies, TV, gaming, and reading is about it really. I love reading, although to be fair, I haven't had a lot of time for it lately. Like I've given myself more of an excuse to play video games now that I can record them and later upload them, so I'm considering it work.
There you go. There you go.
Yep. Yep.
Oh boy. Let's see here. So, what kind of video games do you play?
I love like RPGs. You know, I love the Dark Souls series. So I'm currently doing a Let's Play of Dark Souls 2, which I've got one uploaded, and you know, one that I'm adding stuff to, sort of thing. And then I've got Dark Souls 1 on the PS3 and the predecessor Demon Souls that I want to do Let's Plays on, and I bought Dark Souls 3 for Steam, so I can get those all knocked out. But aside from that, like I love Final Fantasy, horror games. I like some. I like the occasional first-person shooter. I've never been much of an online player though. Like I like the storylines and the campaigns.
Okay.
So yeah, just it's like a range of stuff, really. I've got a nice stack here just waiting for me to start going through.
That's great. I used to play Final Fantasy 11. It was online only, really. Um,
Mm.
but I'm kind of like the opposite of you. I hate cutscenes. I hate them. I don't care about
Ah.
the storyline. You know, because like I didn't grow up playing Final Fantasy, so like, or you know, knowing anything about it. So when I was introduced to 11, um, I mean, I didn't know anything about it. So like the
Yeah.
storylines didn't matter to me. You know, so I was always like, come on, let's fight something. Come on, let's go kill something.
Hmm.
You know, and then
Yeah, no, I'd agree, because like sometimes the cutscenes can, you start getting a little antsy.
hmm
I picked up the Metal Gear Solid HD collection because I haven't played a Metal Gear game since Metal Gear Solid came out on PlayStation,
oh wow,
and
memories.
I haven't got into it yet. Yeah, this was back in '96, I think it was, or '96, '97. But one of the games apparently has a cutscene that's literally like almost an hour and a half long. It's basically like watching a movie in the middle of your game or something. So I don't know how I'm gonna respond to that.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
would.
that might just make me smash my console.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I could handle that. I'd be like,
Yeah,
come on.
trying to skip it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, see, games that don't let you skip cutscenes, I think, are just cruel. You know?
There's been so many cutscenes. I was just like, son of a bitch. You know, just waiting and waiting, you know, and then finally, then like it ends, right? And then boom, another cutscene. No, fuck. But yeah, I wound up playing Final Fantasy 11 for about 15 years. So I mean, it was awesome.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah, I never got to do that one. I haven't played any of the online ones. I don't know if there's more than just that one, but
mm,
yeah, they would be interesting to play, definitely.
cool. Did you play any sports or anything when you were growing up?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we all in ball or soccer. When we're younger, I was shit at it. Um, but funny enough, we didn't play a lot of it like in school. I mean, we
Hmm.
did on lunch breaks, but like school sports, I did like swimming, rugby, which I hated because it always seemed to be during the coldest time of year, and you're in, you know, back in my day, shorts were called shorts because they were really short, you know. It was like wearing boxers and getting tackled into frozen grass.
Ah, God.
Like it literally used to cut your legs up. But I used to play field hockey as well, which I really liked because I was in goal, which meant that I got to wear layers, you know, and keep warm instead of running around in barely anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Um,
Aside from that, I mean, I did the karate obviously when I was younger, and did like competitions and stuff for that, which was fun. Um, you know, got to do that every weekend. So that was like my main sport, I guess.
okay, that's cool. Did you ever win any of the competitions or anything like that?
Yeah, I won a couple. I think I won one for forms way back. You know, I wasn't very. I was all right at forms, but then like, I guess with the level of some of the people, like it wasn't something I kept up. Like my brother was really good with forms, but I won like 2 local tournaments. I think it was like 13 or something. I never would have been good enough to go into any of the big tournaments. I got to go watch some of those, and it was just another level,
Mm,
really. You know, so yeah, I wasn't quite that good.
okay.
You know,
Hey, but you had
but
fun,
yeah,
right?
for little local stuff, it was all right.
Awesome. Okay, so a couple more questions about you, and then we'll move on to content stuff. Ooh.
Mm.
Okay, so you lived in England, you lived in the U.S., now you're back in England.
Yep, yep.
What has been your favorite food?
Oh,
And not saying Burger King or White Castle. You know.
my favorite food. See, it's a toss up. So like, there's always my mum makes like, you know, homemade lasagna, which you know, when I was I think I was like 13 or 14, where I demanded that I get one of those instead of a birthday cake each year.
Nice.
So yeah, I love that. But when I was in the States, used to go out because you get breakfast, like, there's like restaurants where you can go order breakfast 24/7, can't you? And
Yep.
there was the Greek omelet, with the gyro meat, feta, like tomatoes, onions, and the tzatziki sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that is amazing. That is possibly that and corned beef hash. Oh yeah, I miss the Greek omelet though.
All right.
Definitely.
You should try to make one on your own over there. I don't know.
Yeah, I might have to. I mean, we have doner kebabs, so I could buy a kebab and just use the meat. I think because it's basically the same as the gyro. They just slice it a bit thinner.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could probably knock one out.
That's pretty awesome. Do you notice flavoring differences between the U.S. and England?
Well, I mean, I think the like the US, there's that sort of whole stereotype on frying everything in there, which you guys do fry a lot, but then we do as well because we got the fish and chip restaurants and stuff. That's like a completely different spectrum, like I think there's a lot more flavoring that goes on the stuff before it gets chucked in a fryer in America. There's some amazing things there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anyone that's never been to the States has ever heard of a chili dog, which, I mean, that is possibly one of the most amazing creations of man. Yeah. I've made that for people over here with like some nice proper nice thick chili with all the beans in, and yeah, they love it. So
right.
yeah, it's,
here's a secret for that one. Here's a secret. Okay, add a line of mustard on it, like yellow mustard.
Yeah, I do mustard, and then I do like raw onion.
Okay.
As well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the yellow mustard. Amazing. Holy shit! It just brings it to a next level. But that's why Americans are so fat, because we just
I know.
We're like I like chili.
Does something, doesn't it?
I like hot dogs. Fuck it, Then afterwards,
I think a lot of it is it's hard to I think because I put on like 5 stone over there.
I don't doubt that.
And but then it's because everything's so far apart. Like over here, when I was working at Burger King, I used to walk 5 miles each way to get to work. And
was it uphill both ways?
When I was over there, I was driving everything. Yes, uphill and in the snow with no shoes.
There you go. Excellent.
But yeah, over there, like my first job in the States was it was like an hour and a half drive from the house.
Oh, wow.
So like everything just seems to be so spread out in a lot of the areas, and then one intersection can have 5 fast food restaurants on it, and yeah. I definitely loved it.
Fair enough. All right, so there is a hot dog. I'm sorry, going back to the food thing, but the chili dog totally reminded me of this. Okay, so there's a hot dog. What they do is it's a jumbo frank, and they wrap it up in bacon, and they deep fry it.
Oh.
Okay. They deep fry it until it's done. They put it on the bun, and then they put chili on it, nacho cheese, and then whatever other condiments you want. And it's literally it's called the heart attack hot dog. It's ridiculous. It was God. Now you got a fat guy.
Amazing.
Fat guy drooling over here. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, my mouth started watering. You describing it.
Oh. Okay, so now you are. How long have you been doing YouTube?
I don't know. It's like I can't remember if I actually did anything on it last year, or if it was just this year that I kicked it off. It's like 3 months, maybe 3, 4 at the most.
Okay, so it's been recent, and you're up to 228 subscribers if I last checked here today, which is awesome.
Oh, sweet. That's an extra 3 since I last checked.
Excellent.
That's
And of
good.
course, there's going to be a link in the description down below when this gets out to your channel, of
Yeah,
course. Um,
nice.
so originally, if I could be mistaken, but originally your plans were to do gaming,
Yep.
and then you decided to not necessarily hop on the bandwagon, but kind of you changed directions for a bit now. And I know that you're eventually going to want to get back into gaming or whatever. But what direction did you switch from gaming?
I went with the make fun of flat earthers kind of direction. I mean, well, I wanted to try and do like more educate and point out where they're wrong,
Mm-hmm.
which I've done a little bit, but the majority was just which they didn't respond to very well, weirdly enough. So I'm going to do more of it because you know,
Fair
yeah.
enough. All right.
So the because I do like I chopped up some flat Earth videos and made like fake interviews out of them,
Yes.
and they I've had a lot of good comments on those and responses. So I want to do some more of those because they're fun. Like even just once I'd like chop up their bit and play it back and hear what I'd sort of scripted out in their voice, like it was making me laugh. Just like just hearing Nathan Oakley respond to what's your back tattoo say, or your tramp stamp say, and in his voice it's saying, what was it, top of the line emergency exit, like things like that. I don't know, it brings me some joy, cheers me up. So hopefully it does that to anyone that watches it.
That's awesome. You'd like you got to have fun doing what you're doing. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
so I saw some Karen stuff you were looking at and doing some videos on. And what do you think is more fun to do,
Yeah.
Flurfs or Karens?
Personally, I like doing the flirfs more. I think there's more that I can do with it. The Karen one I mainly did because I'm very pro-vaccine and pro-mask. I understand with the vaccines, a lot of people get worried because it came out so quick.
Mm-hmm.
But that's generally it's the people that are kind of either anti-vaccine or on the fence anyway that worry more about it. Like most rational people realize it's because it was during a pandemic, so they put everything they had into it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so and then when I saw, because I did the one on them taking their thongs off in the middle of the store, to put on as a mask,
Yeah.
which if I don't know, like if it seems very staged to me, So
Yeah. Okay.
that was something that I wanted to cover, but yeah, the majority of it, and I am gonna get into. I want to do like some educational content as well. I've done like a few bits, like in one of Daniel Pratt's videos. I showed how you can sort of calculate how much curve there is in the horizon and why you can't see it. And it's because you're looking at like 1.5 to 2 feet of curve over 15,000 feet. So you're not gonna notice it. Plus, it's the ocean, obviously, and it moves. And then I did one trying to explain, because Nathan Oakley is he's a very arrogant flat earther, and he always thinks that he's oh, bear with me 2 seconds, my laptop had come unplugged. There we go. He he's always telling people that they're wrong, and that he's right. And I think I just got fed up hearing snippets of his stuff, and that, like him being so I did 2 videos because he responded to the first one, and he won't respond to any of my comments or my second video now, so I might have upset him, which I hope so. Yeah, so but now that it's still cold here, once lockdown eases, my little nephew Elijah, my sister's kid, he's 10 now, he was born on 10-10-10. So he loves science, and so I thought it'd be really cool if you know, that could be something I could share with him, you know, do some videos just, you know, showing how we can observe the world's a globe, or other things we can do out there as well. You know, there's so many cool scientific experiments you can do outside, and I think he'd enjoy that. I'd love to make videos on it, and you know, so like those may be just strictly education. Maybe I'll cut them into something where, you know, I have a flirt in it, making fun of him. I would love to do a video of my nephew, like the 10-year-old, reading the interview questions and then, you know, making dumbass responses from a flirt like that. That's just popped into my head, and I think that would be beautiful.
That would be
Just a
hilarious
thing
if
of beauty.
you had him
Yeah.
debate somebody and like he destroys them and he's 10, you know.
Oh yeah, if I did it as a debate, that's a brilliant idea.
That would be some fun
That
shit.
is, yes, you've touched on it. I think that is it.
But you know
to
what's
be
really
done.
cool though? Like, all right, so your thought process on that is really awesome. It's like, you know, to get a young person and see if you can get them involved in science. Because nowadays, I mean, every kid is just focused on their phones. You know, they don't. You ask a kid,
Yeah.
what do you want to be when you grow up? He's like, a cell phone? No, I'm just kidding. But you know, like they just have no idea. You know, and like if you can get
Yeah.
somebody interested in something as easy as the globe, I mean, that's awesome.
Hmm.
Not easy,
Yeah.
obviously, but
Yeah, definitely.
you know,
I
so
mean,
that's cool.
you know, like, because when we were, I mean, I had a console when I was like 11, and I was allowed to play on it like 2 hours on a Sunday every week. That was, you know, and I didn't, you know, I didn't get like, well, I don't even know if they had mobile phones when I was a kid, but I didn't get one till I was, excuse me, 16.
Mm.
So yeah, I think like kids are a bit more out of touch with it now. I mean, there's kids that have their own YouTube channels and they're millionaires already,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Little bastards.
right.
But yeah, like it's like it's a different world now, isn't it? You know. But yeah, I mean, he loves his video games, like definitely. But yeah, he's got a genuine love for, like, I mean, he's really good at his maths and stuff. Um, and yeah, he's got a genuine interest in science. Like for his birthdays, well, for his last 2 or 3 years, for birthdays and Christmases, he's asked for, like, you know, like a big book of like insects or dinosaurs or scientific experiments that he can do at home, stuff like that. And so yeah, like the fact that he does that, like I want to push that, I want to nurture it,
Heck yeah,
you know,
that's great.
definitely. But yeah, I did just give him my old phone because he was moaning that his older sister had one and he didn't. So I'm hoping that's not a mistake. We'll see what happens. If his grades start flipping, then
Take it back.
yeah.
No, that's awesome. How did you find this community, like the flat Earth community? Like,
Um.
yeah,
So I think I'm sure it must have been a recommended video, because I mean, you know, I'd heard like of the whole flat Earth thing. I didn't know there were people that still believed in it today.
mm.
But I was watching a lot of YouTube. You know, I mean, I haven't been able to work properly for years, you know, and I haven't been able to work at all for like a year and a half. So I've been watching more and more YouTube, especially with the pandemic, you know, and being stuck at home and all that stuff. And I was clicking on more and more recommended stuff, you know, as opposed to only watching stuff that I wanted to look at. And I think that probably just opened up the algorithm, because I ended up watching the Simon Dan video, and you know, I was shocked, obviously, at people still believing in it, but I thought it was awesome. And then, you know, his stuff led me to like conspiracy cats, and like, you know, they just all sort of, until I was like following a load of them. And then yeah, I think that was a lot of it, was like watching some of that stuff, and you know, that's sort of what made me want to like focus some videos on it. But yeah, it just yeah, I don't know. But then actually, like, you know, becoming a part of the community has been amazing as well. Like, because, you know, you start seeing the same names in different live chats and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely helped, like with the lockdown as well, because I mean, just chatting to people on like YouTube and Discord, and um, I got to do like a couple of live streams with Seek Truth, Speak Truth, and my first one of those, my hero Simon Dan popped into the chat and then subscribed to my channel. That was, phenomenal. That was a good day. But yeah, some of it's quite surreal,
Hmm.
but but I think the community is just really, really awesome, really important.
Oh yeah.
Um, we definitely kick ass on the Flurfs communities. Theirs must be horrible.
Yeah, I wonder if there's people out there
Yeah.
going, man, I think the world is flat, but no, I'm not joining them. They'll just get their ass kicked. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I bet there is definitely.
Goodness. So, all right, speaking of that, who would you say would be your biggest influence on the content that you're creating and why you became a creator?
Um, God. I mean, I think I've got so many influences. One of the huge ones is Irish Demon. Just because I see, like, I don't like, he's just like, he just seems to be 100% off script, off the top of his head, having a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just, yeah. So, but I mean, they're all inspirations to me, really. Um, yeah, I don't think I could pin it down to just the
All right.
one. I mean, Team Skeptic, I think is phenomenal as well. Um, and then I mean, I've watched like every interview that you've done. So like just yeah, there's I think it's everyone sort of rolls into one, like and just I think I probably steal little bits off of everyone to try and find. I haven't completely found my voice yet on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, your channel definitely gave me the idea of doing the interviews, not that not real ones, but yeah, I thought that's a really good. I'm just gonna warp it a little.
That's awesome. Yeah, like yeah, the interview thing's been kind of cool.
Mm.
And like I know I've been gaming a lot, but yeah, I'm gonna get back into the interviews because this is fun getting to talk with people and just there's nothing you can't really say right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nice, and especially with this community, everybody's so accepting of like everybody. Which
Oh
is
yeah,
awesome.
definitely,
So, like, I mean,
definitely.
I definitely am glad that you found the community. I'm glad I found the community, and I'm glad
Hmm.
for the community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, couldn't
So,
agree more, mate.
but other than that, I mean, is there any? You have any specials or anything coming up on your channel?
Um, I'm working on my first musical parody at the moment, which I wanted to like sort of wrap up this weekend and have it either out tonight or tomorrow. But my new meds that I got on Friday have been kicking my ass, and I've been sleeping most of the day and night. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I might have to do something else for tomorrow, but that's gonna be a parody of Eminem's "Lose Yourself" called "Go Flirf Yourself," and I think it's gonna be quite special. I'm looking forward to it. Um, Aside from that, I mean, I'm talking to a couple of different content creators about collaborations, which will hopefully happen eventually. I think Jesse 102 and I'll do another collab. We've done, I mean, we've done like a stream together on her channel, but we've actually we finished filming the collaboration that she's editing it and whatnot. We're going to release it on her channel. Um, I'm not going to say what it's about. It's going to be a surprise. It
Yeah, no, that's
it's
totally
an
fine.
it's an interview. It's an interview. Kind of,
Kind of.
in like my in my style of interviewing, but yeah, I won't say any more than that. It's going to be epic. After that, I think her and I, well, we were going to do one on my channel. We were going to do like a follow up to my Daniel Pratt interview.
Mm.
But I might change the target now. Sorry, I meant guest, because you know, like I don't really want to give him any more attention at the moment. He's become quite volatile, and I think he's getting a bit dangerous, really, with some of the stuff he's doing and
Yeah, I think
saying.
we could
So
tell who you're talking about. So yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, Daniel Pratt, innit? But so yeah, I think we'll end up. I don't know. I'd like to do an interview on Nathan Thompson, so I might talk to Jesse about us doing that one for my channel, because I haven't done an actual interview on him yet, and that could be fun. But yeah, no, that's about it really. I've got, like I say, I've got one Let's Play video that's been published, one's been uploaded, and I've just got to finish putting the, you know, like the little chapter bits in there. Like, so I've just got to watch through it again, basically, and put all the timestamps in there for the video, and then I'll publish that. And I've got about 4 or 5 that I've already recorded that need to get uploaded. Yeah,
Cool.
that's it really. Like, I don't plan. I don't really normally plan much of the stuff. I normally just wait and see what happens, and then you know, go with it. So yeah, we'll just, yeah.
Oh,
I don't
fair
know.
enough.
Could be anything. It could be anything.
That's pretty cool. I do have one last question that I didn't touch upon earlier, but when you were talking about your nephew and you doing some educational stuff, what kind of education do you have?
Me, I've only got a GCSE level education, technically. You know, it was when I graduated. I left school at 16. Um, I've not completed any college degrees, but I've completed courses in computer programming. Well, it was mostly, yeah, just mostly IT and computers. I mean, I've done, you know, some science stuff. A lot of the educational stuff, you know, I'll be doing is stuff that I've learned, you know, and have done already. But I will be touching on some things that I haven't, because, you know, just to make it interesting for me. Like, for, you know, a good example is the stuff with that I did on Nathan Oakley with the second law of thermodynamics. Like, I'd learned about that, but I hadn't gone into, you know, as in depth into it. So, and obviously, because it is important scientific information, you know, like, I do a lot of reading up and research, and then with that one, I was lucky enough. I had Fight the Flat Earth FTFE, you know, did a proofreading of my stuff just to make sure it was good and scientifically accurate. You know, because there is a lot of stuff out there that gets it wrong, and you know, but I think that's the thing. Like, since being out of work, like, I've always been a bit of a computer nerd, although I've sort of lost touch with it, because it just grows at such an astonishing rate, doesn't it? You know, like, I don't know any of the new programming languages. But I mean, I could still do stuff in like C++. I just added a third plus in C++. But yeah, like over the past, like, not being able to work in it, I've become really interested in, like, this, you know, science and physics especially. And like, because I'm on disability, I was like hoping I could get sort of finance to finally do a degree, which I can't, and I can't afford a degree. So, but that would be something that, like, I would love to try and achieve that before I hit retirement age, would be to go for, because it's so much fun. It's so interesting, you know, like, to do one of my videos, like on Daniel Pratt, I basically had to teach myself trigonometry again, because I hadn't used it in almost 25 years, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, sadly, I don't have any degrees. Most of the stuff I do is stuff that I have a full understanding of, but when I have to go into stuff I don't, yeah, like that proof, I sent out requests to Simon Dan, Conspiracy Cats, and Fight the Flat Earth, like, to urgently look at it, because I wanted to get it up in response to him as quickly as possible, because it was in response to his short video about me. and it was basically a first come first serve. Then FTFE was quickest. Cats did respond like next, and but I told him not to worry about it. So that's the great thing, because to me, obviously, like these guys are high level content creators,
Sure.
and they're completely fine to help out the little guy. I mean, yeah, they're not, the millions and millions of subscriber people, but yeah, to me, they are big time creators, and they've none of they don't have a problem sort of helping. I've had Simon Dan and Conspiracy Cats both say that they'd be up for collaborating. There's no in this community. There's no there's no sort of, I guess you could call it a class separation. You look at like with the flirfs and stuff, and there's clear there's clear hierarchies, but with our communities, and it's like a mixture of science, gaming, movies. Like it's basically we just took fun and put it into a ball, and that's us,
Pretty much.
They're like, like even if you don't believe in the globe, you should quit flat earth and join our community. You'd enjoy life more.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're all just one big group, and we're all equals, and I think that's amazing,
Yeah, I love it.
So that was it's great.
Awesome. All right, well, that pretty much concludes our my questions for you today. So yeah, that was
awesome.
That was great, man. So thank you once again for coming and doing the interview, and I'll catch you around the community, I'm sure. If anybody has any questions for you, I'm sure they can reach out to you, and I'm sure you'll answer them. There is going to be links in the description for your channel, and I look forward to seeing some of your new stuff. I watched most of that stream with you and Jesse. I've seen a bunch of your videos, and freaking hilarious. It's hilarious.
Thank you very much.
So
I appreciate it, and I try to occasionally catch your quiplash, but it's the time difference.
Oh yeah.
But luckily, normally I do wake up quite a few times throughout the night, and that was how I was lucky enough to do the quiplash that one night. But that's awesome. That is such a fun game.
Yeah, and now I'm doing custom questions too. So
yes.
So it's all.
I've been submitting the occasional question.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you worry.
So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, that's generally it's Friday nights. Okay, so on my channel. On my Discord, which there'll also be a link down there, there's a section that says Quiplash questions. Whatever questions you want to say, you could target somebody. You can just have a general question type of thing, whatever. Put it there, and it's going to wind up in the show. We invite everybody to come out because it's free for everybody else because I already bought it. You don't have to pay anything. It's just a good freaking time. You could let whatever out. It's great.
Yeah, but it is a laugh. I definitely recommend they do it.
But other than that, if you guys are liking what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. Go to LimeyPlay's channel, like and subscribe his stuff as well. Let's help support this community. That's what this is about. It's about everybody coming together and just enjoying life. You know what I mean? So until next time, thank you guys very much, and I will talk to you guys soon.